right, so we're live here on Instagram and Facebook. I think that we're also live streaming on YouTube, which is really great. And the title of today, as you can see it, it's one of my favorite books ever. It's the title is based on this book, which is Uncovering Your Acres of Diamonds. And hello to all of my friends here on Instagram. Let me know where is that you're watching, from which country, what city. Drop the number one either on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube if you're watching live. Number two, if you're watching on a replay. It's um, a very good thing that I'm back on these lives. We're home now. It's just been a really great journey. We have had an amazing couple of days in Europe. Beautiful, beautiful Europe. It's been incredible to get to see a lot of friends and people, and it's just been a blast. And today, I just want to share this title with all of the Facebook lives and also the streams that I've been doing on Instagram and YouTube about personal development, which is one of my favorite things, my passion, and also a calling. Because there's nothing more beautiful than to help yourself, but also be able to maybe show a way for somebody else that might have the same problem or that might be experiencing the same things in life, and then being a blessing, just passing down a roadmap for somebody to help themselves in terms of personal development. And not only that, but I really like to tie this in with business, because whenever we're building a business, we need to be very strong. We need to have a strong mindset, and we need to have something that really anchors our belief to our vision and to our mission on what we want to accomplish. And thank you so much for being here. To those of you in Europe and Serbia, I see people here from the United States, and also for my friends here on Facebook live in the US and Mexico. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be broadcasting in Spanish in just a few minutes as well. So thank you for being here. But as I said, before we move forward, type number one if you're watching live, number two if you're watching on replay, and let's get into it. So uncovering your acres of diamonds, what would that mean? What are diamonds? What would diamonds mean for you? But I want to tell you one thing. There is one thing that we always tend to look when we are trying to advance in life, either when we're students, we're teenagers, and then we grow into being adults, and then we figure that things are not easy. But we are always looking, and whether you're young or old or middle age, whichever you find yourself in or in between, we're trying to find the outside sources that are not within our reach. We believe that success or happiness usually is outside, usually is somewhere else, usually is in another country, or maybe in another city, or it's with another company for those of us who are in network marketing. But today we're going to be diving into a classic book, and I would recommend that you read it. I love this book, which is Acres of Diamonds. I've read it probably 3 or 4 times. It's a small book. You can find it online on Amazon, wherever you want to go and find it. But that's all about finding success right where you stand, right where you are. Because, we tend to think that maybe somewhere else we will find success, but not where we are. But in reality, that's not the truth. Thank you for those of you watching on Instagram, also on Facebook. I'm welcoming you to this um, stream. But they imagine what this thing. A guy named Ali Hafed. Yes, this is in the book. For those of you that are asking, yes, this topic, this guy is in the book. He sells his farm to go hunting for diamonds across the world. So, there was a point in time where people were actually going to look for gold, for, diamonds and things like that. And there's still some people doing that. But, imagine this guy selling his farm, going to hunt across the world. He dies broke, heartbroken, only for the new owner of this land that he sold to find the acres of diamonds right there on his old land. Imagine this, how crazy this is, right? So this story from this book from Russell Canwells got me really thinking, how often do we miss the treasures right under our nose, right under our reach, right here in our brain, right here with our ideas, with the connections we have, with the people we know, with, the problems we can solve. So I want to tell you one thing. Um, Opportunities are near. They're right here in front of us. So the first big thing that I really want you to understand out of this topic, out of this book, is that your diamonds, your opportunities might be closer than you think. Maybe it's a skill that you have ignored. Maybe it's a connection, as I told you, that you have not really developed this relationship with this person that connected you with such and such and such people that can help you develop your ideas, your goals, a business, I don't know, or a problem that you can solve. So I'm gonna invite you, to read this book, yes, but also stop looking far away, because what's in your backyard, what's in your own environment, what's in your brain, what's within your reach, who do you know? This is the real question for success. It's not about going to another country. For those of us who are into network marketing, it's not about going to such and such country in, I don't know, Turkmenistan or whatever, Tanzania, and then just finding these super network marketer in Asia. Like, I used to believe that I needed to find the right person so I could go and build big and then go to other countries, which is, a good concept. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Um, Success, and thank you so much, all of you on Facebook. Thank you for the love. Give me a heart. Share the video if you find this that's valuable. If you find the value in this video, either on YouTube or Facebook. I think that on Instagram you need to wait until we finish so you can share the reel. But anyways, going back to the topic, it's important to know that we have everything right in front of us. And the point number two, and I guess point number one is opportunities are near us, and point number two is value what you have. Value what you have right in front of you. The author of this book that I'm mentioning today says that we need to value what we already have. Like, there's this farmer who sold his land cheap to chase oil. That's another story in the book. And guess what? The new owner struck millions in oil right there, right in this land that was sold, just as the guy that went to chase for diamonds. So don't ditch what you have in front of you. Don't ditch your plug before you dig deeper, literally. So it's like you might have within your reach. Hi, hello. And I know that people are saying hello on Instagram and Facebook, but you have everything. You have literally everything under your nose. And you need to realize that instead of you looking for the new opportunity, the new products, the new diet, the new person that you need to meet in your life, whoever, I mean, you have everything in front of you. You don't need to start chasing, for those of us who are in network marketing, another company, another opportunity, another trend, another product, or how so many people say this phrase to actually manipulate people. They say, well, world changer, or never seen before, or a product with an ingredient that is patented, or it's such and such, so special that you're gonna grow hair and you're going to fly into the sky and things like that. So I know I'm being funny. Thank you so much. So, but we go to the point number three. We, in order for us to be successful, and yes, we know that opportunities are right here, we know that we have everything to succeed, we need to meet the needs of other people to be successful. And yes, this is about pure business. This is, you can use it for other topics, but this is pure business. If you want to be successful, you need to think about what people need. Unfortunately, we show people day in, day out, with our opportunity. Yes, this is a commercial, if you want to say it. We have products that help people's problems, but you need to do that in order for you to advance in your business, in your career, in your profession. You need to find a problem that you are going to solve for people, because that's the only way to success. And there's a story that I want to tell you with this point. Um, there is a guy who discovered or invented the cotton gin. What is this? It's a machine that takes, the cotton, and they separate the seeds, they separate the things, so they end up with the pure cotton. So you and I can have t-shirts and things, and towels, and so on and so forth. So this was invented out of one thing in mind. There was a person that actually took the approach of two people, or actually one person that I really admire, which is Glenn Stearns, which, he always teaches that you need to find what people are looking for. And this man is a self-made billionaire. If you haven't watched, the series about Undercover Billionaire, go and watch it. This is amazing. But anyways, going back to this topic, there's a guy by the name of Eli Whitney, which actually had no fancy background. He saw a problem in 1793, how his friends, which were farmers, were struggling to separate the seeds from the fiber by hand, slowly, costly process, having a lot of people employed, or unfortunately, back in those days, they used slaves. So he was solving a need. And that's one thing that if you have time, yes, go and look for this story, look for this guy who invented the cotton gin, and you're gonna see that he solved a problem and eventually created millions back on his time, in 1793. But when you look at Glenn Stearns and his principles, like Whitney, billionaire Stearns, this guy built his empire by spotting what people needed. And if you go and watch his series about the undercover billionaire, you're going to see that he had one principle, and that was to find a solution for a problem. Now, if you go in and look who he is, he makes mortgage affordable for people. So connecting the dots, that's the secret to success, is that you need to actually, get to bridge the gap. What are people needing? What is that they're looking for, and the solution that you have to provide. And that can apply for any business. And, we do that, and we teach people to do that with, some of the products and services that we have. But that's not the point here. But, point number 5. Hi, Giovanni, how are you? ¿Cómo estás, amigo? We are, to be in this life for doing good things. Because yes, you can be very wealthy, but if your heart is not okay, if and this is inside of this book, that's why a lot of people, when they don't have the right approach, the right mindset, the right heart, and maybe they're having some dark situations going on in their brain. And that's the reason why when people don't have clarity, when people don't have good intentions, usually they miss opportunities when they're right in front of them. But when you do things out of the good heart, you're going to start seeing that this goodness from your heart is like a lamp. You're going to start looking at opportunities because you're doing it with the good intentions. It's like if you go like with this lamp and you scan the room, you scan your brain, you scan the opportunities, you scan the people, the connections around you, but you have a lamp because you have light. That is the point, And whenever you are approaching your life this way, whether you're in business or not, you're always going to get it right. Because whenever you are selfish and you are looking for how can I benefit from this and not caring about, the customers or the people you're serving, all of a sudden your mindset, your level of awareness, your level of understanding on business will be darkened. Yeah, that's a law. There's no right or wrong, but success can come to you when you're in the light, when you are, doing good things. And closing, to close this, and this comes in this book, it's really good. You need to go and read it. It's amazing. But to close this, what are your acres of diamonds? What are your opportunities? What things do you have in front of you that actually are the things that are going to take you to success? What talents do you have? What connections have you built? You need to start, just drop it in the comments. What are your opportunities? What are your diamonds? I want to see, I want to read, maybe later on. Thank you so much. I would love to read, but let's end with this. You are more than capable to look for opportunities because they're right in front of you. And not only that, stop looking on the outside sources. Stop looking. Yes, we need resources, we need strategies and things like that. But if you look into what you have inside with a good heart, with the good intentions, shifting your mindset, and not only that, looking for what other people's problems you can solve. What can you provide to the marketplace, to the world that can change people's, problems, that can actually provide a solution? When you do this, this is a secret to success. This is where the diamonds are. They're not outside. They're not in another country. They're not in another place. They're not in another city. They're not in another person. They're not in another company. They're right in front of you. But it's up to you to work for that, to step into the ideas, step into the awareness with the good heart, because the good heart is like the light, that can just enlighten all the dark places that you might have been facing. So I'll leave you with this. Thank you so much for being here with me for quite some minutes here on this beautiful Facebook Live today. And we're going to see you very soon. But drop here in the comments, what are your diamonds? Tell me your dreams. I want to read it and hear it. What are your talents? What things are in your mind? What ideas do you have? I would love to read it. Thank you so much. We'll see you very soon, and bye bye for now.